hesitancy reigns. In his weekly news column, Boris Johnson, who campaigned for Brexit and now finds himself one of its foster parents, wrote, "I cannot stress too much that Britain is part of Europe and always will be, except it's leaving the EU. Questions like when and how appear strangely to have been unexpected." Across the Channel, French President François Hollande was wondering aloud.
C'est vrai que
It's true that for the whole planet there is a question mark as to what will happen. I very much regretted the British vote, but I respect it, because that's democracy.
Je le respecte, parce que c'est la démocratie.
The German Foreign Minister Frank-Walter Steinmeier was less philosophical and rather more direct.
We are in agreement that this process should begin as soon as possible and not left in limbo, so that we can concentrate on the future of Europe and working on that.
The 6 founding members of the EU, Belgium, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands and West Germany, met in Berlin and presented a calm, united front, garnished with small hints of exasperation.
I hope that we don't play a cat-and-mouse game here.
That was Luxembourg's foreign minister. Back in Britain itself, the cat was being booed by the mice. As Boris Johnson left his London home, a crowd of Remain supporters in the heart of the city that voted Remain made their feelings plain. Johnson said nothing, his powers of persuasion perhaps being reserved for the Conservative Party colleagues he now wants to lead. Of course, the Tories must pick a new leader after David Cameron's resignation. Labour has a leader, but he's one an increasing number of MPs appear not to want. In short, his critics within the party say he didn't campaign hard enough against Brexit. Labour's shadow cabinet has started to bleed MPs, perhaps foremost amongst them Shadow Foreign Secretary Hilary Benn, who spoke to Channel 4 News.
At this critical time for our country following the EU referendum result, we need strong and effective leadership of the Labour Party. I told Jeremy Corbyn last night that I no longer had confidence in his leadership, and he dismissed me from the Shadow Cabinet. And I want to thank him for having given me the chance to serve our party. Thank you very much.
What does Britain do now? How does it address the Remain and Leave divisions? How does it respond to the Leave extremists, the man whose photo was tweeted and retweeted wearing a T-shirt saying, "Yes, we won, now send them back"? Them. Who are them? The Polish Brits whose community centre in Hammersmith was vandalised with graffiti saying "F off"? London's new mayor Sadiq Khan responded unequivocally.
My message to Londoners who are European, whether you are Spanish, Italian, German, French or whatever your country of origin, is you're welcome here.
You are welcome here, said Sadiq Khan. Britain is part of Europe, Boris Johnson said, but clearly, somehow, less so. Britain has voted to leave the EU. The Prime Minister has resigned. Other politicians are under siege. Europe is saying pack your bags as quickly as you can and out where the people termed them live. Who knows what the impact will be?